So we are on a 21 days liquid process. Today is the 11th day. Some people that cannot it's too much for them, only liquids. Maybe we drink smoothies and juices and some soups. But some people that is too much for them because they work too much or anything, they they are lighter from the normal diet. Like some people, they were eating meat, so they stopped eating meat, stop eating solid food and heavy foods, and they eat very light. So we are somehow on the same process, but each one has his own process, deeper, or you understand. So I met Raki in Italy, but I know her before 2 years. I saw your talkings on Pranic Festival, and I searched her profile in YouTube, in Facebook. So I saw something in her. I saw a light that I loved, and I somehow in Italy we met and we shared special moments and beautiful moments there. In Italy we were on the Pranic Festival. Ήμασταν στο παγκόσμιο φεστιβάλ Pranic, το λέμε στα αγγλικά, όπως σας έχουμε πει. So I will not say what is Pranic. I said many things before, but I will let Raki to share some things about what is the pranic living, pranic nourishment, how you perceive it, how you understand it, how you feel it in your body, first of all. And you can share your experience and to let the people here understand that what we do here is not detox and is not about losing kilos and it's not the physical aspect only. It's about in the body, embodying embodiment, spirit in the body, something like this. So you can tell us some things about you if you want.
Okay, does everyone understand English?
Όλοι καταλαβαίνετε αγγλικά όλοι, eh? Yeah, we have good students here.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys know, but I have been on the Pranic Breatharian path for 5 years, over 5 years now. So for over 5 years, I have not had any solid food. So I continue to have liquids for the past 5 years, and I think I will continue for a very long time. Because I've seen so many benefits of being on this Pranic Breatharian path. And one of the things I have to say is that when I have liquids and I'm on this path, I'm nourished by pranic energy around me. I never worry about my nutrition, if I'm getting enough of this vitamin or that vitamin or anything, because I'm getting nourished by the energy that's around me. And so, and I've done blood tests and I've done all kinds of tests, and it all comes out normal because I'm not deficient in anything or any problems. And I never worry about vitamins or minerals or anything like that. So I've been living on pranic energy for 5 years now. So it's transformational. It's changed my life in so many ways, and I don't even know where to begin and how it's changed my life. But I'm a different person now than I used to be 5 years before I started my path. So yeah, but I don't know if you guys have any questions, I can answer questions, or if there's something particular you want me to talk about, I can do that.
Yes, I can say something in Greek if καταλάβατε τι είπε ακριβώς, έχετε Τα έχετε καταλάβει όλα? Ότι, okay. So, you can tell us maybe about also what is your diet and what are you drinking, and if you checked yourself, if you went to a doctor, to make some εξετάσεις, πώς λέγονται, πώς λέγεται στα αγγλικά, στα ελληνικά, στα αγγλικά.
Check up. Check up.
Check up, yes. Because many people are afraid that if they go on liquids, if they do this and this, maybe they have problem with proteins, with amino acids, with all these things.
Right. So, what was the first question? You wanted me to answer something?
What is your diet like?
What is diet? Yeah. Okay.
And combine it with this.
Okay, so my diet is basically I have a lot of nut milk or vegan milks. So that's what I basically do. Then I have a lot of herbal teas, and occasionally I'll have soups, and very occasionally I'll have like smoothies. But that's basically what my diet is like. It's kind of that. And in terms of going to the doctor, when I first started, because it takes time for your body to draw in the pranic energy. When I first started, I didn't go to the doctor because I lost so much weight and I was so weak. And people thought I was dying almost because I was just skin and bones when I first started. So I didn't go to the doctor at that time. I waited for my weight to stabilize and for myself to stabilize a little bit. And then I went to the doctor and to see if everything was okay, and everything was okay. And then over time, I gained some weight back, and it's been a smoother ride then after that. But in the beginning, it's very difficult because when you first go on liquids, you lose a lot of weight, and people, think that there's something wrong with you. And, for myself, I became skin and bones, and people thought I had cancer. People thought I was dying. And, people looked at me in horror, like, oh my God, you look horrible. And I got all kinds of comments like that. So it was very upsetting. And, but I was very determined to be on this path. So that did not deter me. And so I kept going. And I'm happy that I did continue to progress on this path. So yeah, in the beginning, I used to have much more like heavier liquids. And then slowly over time, it became lighter and lighter and lighter. So so that's because in the beginning, it's hard to just give everything up. You need something a little bit heavier because we're just so programmed to have our stomach be full. So you need something a little bit heavier to make you feel like, okay, I'm full, but after a while, as you're on this path, I've been on it for over 5 years now, going on to my 6th year. It something heavy now just it feels too much, so you want to be, so I feel like I need to be lighter and lighter and lighter. So my eventual goal is hopefully to get more to just being able to sustain myself on water. So that's my ultimate goal. So let's see.
Μας λέει ότι ο στόχος της είναι να φτάσει να μπορεί να είναι μόνο με νερό, να ζει μόνο με το νερό, χωρίς να χρειάζεται δηλαδή κάτι περισσότερο. Τώρα είναι στον 6ο χρόνο, πίνει γάλα, κυρίως αμυγδάλου και λοιπά, και τσάγια. Δηλαδή η διατροφή της είναι πολύ απλή, δεν χρησιμοποιεί άλλα πράγματα. Σπάνια, ό,τι τύχει, κάνει ένα smoothie πιο σπάνια. And what is heavy for you?
What is what?
What is heavy for you to drink? What do you call heavy?
To drink?
Yeah.
Oh, a smoothie would be very heavy.
Οπότε μας λέει ότι το smoothie πλέον για αυτήν είναι πολύ βαρύ. Για να καταλάβουμε, ας πούμε, ότι πού μπορεί να φτάσει κάποιος και πώς μπορεί να ανοίξει την ενέργεια ώστε να θρεφόμαστε από την ενέργεια και όχι από την τροφή. Do you, from your knowledge and from your experience, are we really nourished by food? Or how do you see it? How do you understand it?
Well, how I understand it is, I think that this is how I understand it. I think that we are nourished by food, but when you do the pranic initiation, then you change your body to be nourished more on pranic energy. So I feel like your body can do both. It can be nourished here, then you can transition over for it to be nourished on prana. So, but it's a journey, you know. Maybe you'll be nourished if you do the pranic initiation. Maybe if they say when you do a 3.5 day dry fast, then your body switches into a pranic, into being nourished by prana. So I don't know if you want to translate that, but
Ναι, I can translate a bit. Μας λέει ότι μπορούμε να θρεφόμαστε και από την τροφή και από την ενέργεια, pranic energy. Απλά η διαφορά είναι πολύ μεγάλη. Εννοείται ότι από το να παίρνουμε την ενέργεια από το φαγητό, γιατί χρειάζεται χρόνος στην πέψη. Something that I'm saying is that when we eat solid food, we need time for digestion to take the energy. So we give the energy to digestion. But when we change to liquids and to lighter and lighter, we don't need energy for digestion, and we use energy for spiritual cultivation and open to higher realms or other realms. And
absolutely. And you need less sleep also. So I get about 4, maximum 6 hours of sleep. I don't need more than 4 to 6 hours of sleep. If it's 6 hours of sleep, it's like so much sleep. So generally I can, do about 4 hours of sleep, and you don't need that much because your body, it doesn't, need that much. You go lighter and lighter.
Okay. Οπότε μας λέει ότι έχει κοιμάται 4 ώρες ύπνο συνήθως και το περισσότερο να είναι 6 ώρες ύπνο. Maybe we will have some questions after. Αν έχετε κάποιες ερωτήσεις σχετικά με τον ύπνο ή με κάποια ασθένεια ή οτιδήποτε, για να τη ρωτήσουμε στη Ράκη, τώρα που είναι εδώ. And I want... Ορίστε.
Συνέχισε, μη σε διακόπτω.
Γράψτε, ναι, μην τη ξεχάσεις. I want to introduce something else here. I didn't want to say about it, but I want to introduce something that is very, very weird for most of the people. And we don't know it. Maybe we lost the knowledge or we forget about this knowledge. I want to say about urine therapy. Θέλω να μας πει για την ουροθεραπεία. Τι σημαίνουν, τι είναι τα ούρα μας βασικά και πού χρησιμεύουν πραγματικά. If you can say some things about this.
Okay, well, it's been almost 1 year. Yeah, almost 1 year since I started urine therapy. So I have been drinking my urine for 1 year now. I found out about urine therapy about 5 years ago almost, and I thought it was the most disgusting thing to do. Do you want me to stop so you can translate, or do you want me to keep going?
No, it's okay.
Okay. So I'll just keep going. Okay. So
Yeah.
I thought it was a really disgusting thing to do. And over time, I have realized, after seeing a lot of people's doctors' videos and things like that, that actually urine is your perfect medicine. And I have been, since I've been started my urine therapy, I just feel it wasn't easy for me to start it. I has a lot of hesitation to start it. So first I would to start it, I had to get used to the fact that to touch urine. So I would soak. So the first day I soaked my feet in urine just to get used to the idea. Okay. And then the next day I put urine in my hair just to get used to the idea of urine. And then the following day I put, like, very hesitantly put 1 drop of urine in my mouth. I was like, oh, and then I put 2 drops. But then, that was one way for me to kind of get used to the idea of urine. And so then it wasn't very long after that, I started drinking my morning urine, like the whole morning urine. And then it wasn't long after that that I started looping, like drinking all of my urine. And I just feel that the urine has a very, it has its own vibration. So it's your own vibe. So when you drink it, you're almost like kind of lifting your vibration, your own frequency. So you feel lifted and how you feel like you have more energy. And if you ever get a sore throat or something, you drink your urine and your sore throat, it won't get worse. I mean, it basically, if you feel like you're kind of come down with something, like I haven't been sick since I've been having, since I started my urine therapy. So.
Ναι. Μας λέει για το ότι δεν έχει αρρωστήσει από αυτό. Έχετε καταλάβει τι είπε μέχρι στιγμή σχετικά με το θέμα? I want to say because most of the people don't know it, like me too. I didn't know. Why is so special and why we think we believe it is disgusting, and how can we see it from another perspective? Because we search about medicine, we search about pills, we want, this healing, we want this. So what do you have to say about this?
Well, they say that if you ever get bitten by a snake, you drink your own urine, because your urine then creates the antibodies. So then you don't, it's like an anti-venom. So basically it is your perfect medicine. Anything happens, your urine is what is going to help you. So for example, like any kind, like I haven't been sick since I've had my since I've been drinking urine. Urine has all the vitamins and minerals. It's like your perfect medicine. I've never been sick. It also is very good for your skin. It's good for your hair. If you put urine in your hair, you won't have hair fall. So it's just it lifts you higher. It raises your vibrational frequency. So those are the things that I have seen. It clears your skin up. People have said that, you look younger when you drink your urine because it has stem cells in it. So yeah, urine has a lot of stem cells in it. So if you want to heal something, I mean, stem cells are cells that, you can turn into anything. So, and then if you say, I was traveling in Italy and I fell down. Okay. I fell down on my hand. Okay. So it was uneven and I fell. So all my weight fell right on my hand. Okay. And it was hurting so much that I put towel on a urine and I wrapped it up in urine. And then it just, it stopped hurting as much as it was hurting. So anyways, it heals in a lot of ways. You don't just have to drink it. You can apply it topically as well. So, yeah.
Perfect. Do you have a question about this? Do you want to say something about this?
Can I say something to Raki now? Hello, Raki. So happy and pleased to see you again. And now you've answered my question why you look so shiny and amazing and beautiful.
Thank you.
And especially your hair. Well, you've just given us the best remedy for shiny hair. And,
I try not to put I try not to shampoo my hair. I put urine. I put urine in my hair and then I wash it out in the mornings, and it gives your hair a nice shine. And I do that. And I shampoo my hair maybe once or twice a week. I try not to shampoo that, but urine does build up in your hair. So then I wash it out. I mean, it builds up after a while, but for a few days you can use urine and your hair fall will become less as well with urine. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Οπότε έχουμε λιγότερη τριχόπτωση, λέει, και τα μαλλιά γίνονται πιο λάμπουν, και ότι δεν χρησιμοποιεί σαμπουάν και ότι χρησιμοποιεί μία φορά ή δύο φορές τη βδομάδα, αλλά χρησιμοποιεί τα ούρα της. Και επίσης για όλα αυτά υπάρχουν μαρτυρίες, υπάρχουν γιατροί που μιλάνε και θεραπευτικά πως τι δύναμη έχουν τα ούρα και όλο αυτό το κομμάτι, που δεν έχουμε καμία σχέση με αυτό, αλλά ίσως θα ήταν καλό να το ψάξετε άμα ενδιαφέρεστε γενικά να αναζητήσετε και να μάθετε και κάτι πέρα από αυτά που ήδη ξέρουμε, ας πούμε, και νομίζουμε ότι είναι μέχρι εκεί. So, we have a question from Sofia. Sofia?
Θα την κάνω στα ελληνικά και θα το μεταφράσεις εσύ. Εγώ το ξέρω πολλά χρόνια αυτή τη μέθοδο και έχει βοηθηθεί και ένας φίλος μου με πολύ σοβαρή αρθρίτιδα. Η ερώτησή μου, έχω πολλές ερωτήσεις, αλλά τώρα θα κάνω μόνο για αυτό το θέμα και μετά θα πούμε τις υπόλοιπες.
Θεοδώρα, κράτα και εσύ αυτιά ανοιχτά, γιατί...
Ναι, για να έχει αποτέλεσμα η ουροθεραπεία θα πρέπει να τρέφεται κανείς με τη διατροφή που κάνουμε τώρα, έτσι δεν είναι? Για να υπάρχουν λιγότερες τοξίνες στον οργανισμό και να παίρνεις το θετικό από μέσα σου και να κάνεις αυτή την ανακύκλωση που μας είπε. Έτσι δεν είναι? Αυτό θέλω να διευκρινίσουμε, ότι και για μας που ξεκινάμε τώρα, μετά από πόσο καιρό θα μπορούσαμε να ξεκινήσουμε κάτι τέτοιο, γιατί είμαστε πολύ φρέσκοι και δεν έχουμε ακόμα αποβάλει τα διάφορα.
Okay. Κυρίως το πιο σημαντικό που ξέρω και εγώ, θα μας το πει, είναι αν κάποιος τρώει ζωικά. Εκεί, ας πούμε, δεν είναι καλό να το κάνουμε. Αλλά θα δούμε, θα ρωτήσουμε. So, we have a question about from Sofia. She says, it is good to do this when we are on this diet, and when is better to do it, someone? If he is on if someone eats animal products or meat, is good to do it, or if someone is vegan or raw food or liquidarian, is better to do it, or is it when is better to do it? And ποιο ήταν το άλλο? Και ότι? Πότε είναι καλύτερο? Ναι, και... Okay, and for the people that are starting now this process, where 11 days, when is better to do it? Is it good now to start doing it if someone wants to do it, or it needs some time, to pass and to be more clear? So,
Well, any time is a good time to do it, but if you're eating animal products, your urine is not going to taste good. It's going to be really bad. So it's probably not. I mean, there are doctors in India that people are really sick and they have like kidney failure or some failure, they're really bad health condition, that they just tell them, they may have pus in their urine, and they just tell them to drink the urine, because urine is almost like a homeopathic medicine, that you're drinking it, so you're getting a little bit of, say, they ask them to drink it. So anytime is a good time to drink it. The problem is that if you're having animal products, your urine is not going to taste good. And it's probably, it's probably best to kind of take out the animal products, and then your urine won't be as, once you start having like fruits and get very light on your diet, then the urine is actually almost like water, and almost has this, it's just almost like drinking water. So yeah. So you can start anytime if you guys, and urine also, what it does is it suppresses your appetite. So if you're feeling hungry or something, when you drink urine, it's almost like, it'll suppress your appetite. And urine doesn't have any calories. It's just kind of like water. So you can drink your urine. It's almost like a homeopathy medicine. It's your own medicine. And another thing I wanted to say is that if you're having any teeth problems or anything, urine has stem cells in it. And so you can gargle your mouth with urine. And it's good for, like, if you have cavities, or if you have any sensitivity in your teeth, or if you're having receding gum lines, or anything, like any problems in your mouth, you can gargle your mouth with urine, and that's good for your mouth as well. So it is your perfect medicine. Yeah.
Perfect. Απαντήθηκε. Ναι, Μάρα.
Απολώνια, να μπορώ να πω κάτι συμπληρωματικό σε σχέση με την ερώτηση της Σοφίας.
Ναι.
Βασικά θέλω να μιλήσω στη Ρακή. The question, from what I've gathered from Sophia, Raki, is in order to be effective, I mean, should we have this type of nourishment, I mean, based on liquids, is it effective in another way? I mean, because you've said that by eating animal products, it makes makes some difference in terms of taste. But the question was, is it really effective? I mean, to have urine therapy if we eat animal products? I mean, what is the answer to this?
Some doctors say you shouldn't have animal products, but I have done a lot of research, and a lot of Indian doctors in India, they practice urine therapy very regularly. So in India, they say it doesn't matter what it is. I mean, it's better that you don't, but you can still, it is still your perfect medicine. You drink that urine, if so you can just drink your urine. It'll give you whatever it is that you need. I mean, it may taste horrible, but it is still your perfect medicine. So you can drink it. And a lot of people, even like I said, that there was even pus coming out of someone's urine or whatever, but they just drank it and they got better, so yeah.
Yeah. Actually, this is my experience personally when I had urine therapy with a health issue. And because I was consuming fruit and vegetables mainly, I mean, it didn't taste at all unpleasant. It was actually very acceptable, to tell you the truth. And I can I have the evidence from myself that it really worked with my health problem. After something like less than 7 days, I had amazing results with urine therapy, and so I am able to confess that it really works. And I know other people who are also using it in terms of problems with sore throat, like you said, with viruses, arthritis, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So yes, and there's a lot of scientific evidence about it as well.
So nice seeing you. I just remember you from the festival, so I didn't recognize you, but nice seeing you.
Yes, I am now different in my country. Okay.
My friends, my family, my friends.
Right.
I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you here. You remember I invited you.
Right. I will be coming to Greece sometime. I'll let you know.
You're welcome.
Perfect. Ωραία. So we have another question from Mara.
Δεν είναι ερώτηση, καλησπέρα σας.
Γεια
Δεν
σου.
είναι ερώτηση, ήθελα απλά να πω, έχω κάνει και εγώ ουρηνοθεραπεία και με κρεατοφαγία. Επιβεβαιώνω αυτό που λέει η κοπέλα, ότι δεν κάνει διαφορά, δηλαδή δύο πράγματα μπορείς να κάνεις με την ουροθεραπεία. Το ένα, όπως είπε, λειτουργεί ομοιοπαθητικά, δηλαδή οτιδήποτε έχει ο οργανισμός σου μπαίνει ξανά σαν πληροφορία στο σώμα και το σώμα παράγει τα αντισώματα που χρειάζεται. Οπότε, από αυτή την άποψη, είναι, όπως είπε, ένα φάρμακο πολύ έγκυρο, πολύ προσωποποιημένο. Και το άλλο είναι ότι προφανώς ό,τι τρως, αυτό βγαίνει. Αν θα φας πολλές τοξίνες, θα κατεβάσεις και τοξίνες. Αν θα φας, εγώ θυμάμαι ότι ήταν μια διατροφή που έκανα σχετικά σπάνια, έτρωγα κρέας. Όταν θα τρώγα κρέας, την επόμενη μέρα μύριζε μπριζόλα. Έτσι, δηλαδή, κατέβαζα κάτι που μύριζε μπριζόλα και ήταν λίγο πιο οξύ στη γεύση του. Δεν είναι κάτι το επικίνδυνο, είναι απλά ότι ξανακατεβάζεις αυτό το συστατικό που έχει φάει. Άρα, σε κάθε περίπτωση, στην Ινδία, παρόλο που είπε ότι το εγκρίνουν οι γιατροί, η κατά βάση, που είναι πολύ διαδεδομένη η ροθεραπεία, η κατά βάση διατροφή τους είναι χορτοφαγική.
Ναι.
Είναι δηλαδή λίγο πιο... Δεν είναι πάντως επικίνδυνο. Δηλαδή, στην απάντηση δηλαδή στην ερώτηση, θα έλεγα ότι αν κάποιος το αποφασίσει, ας το αποφασίσει να το κάνει άμεσα στο ένα σφινάκι του πρωινού.
Ναι.
Έτσι. Δεν είναι κάτι. Άμα πάλι, βέβαια, πρέπει να έχουμε υπόψη, παίρνει κάποιος φάρμακα, τα φάρμακα επίσης θα κατέβουν στα ουρά. Οπότε εκεί πέρα λίγο να προσέχουμε γιατί θα ξαναπάρεις μια άλλη δόση. Εκεί θέλει δηλαδή προσοχή. Όσο πιο αγνή η διατροφή, τόσο πιο αγνή θα είναι αυτή η ανατροφοδότηση.
Αυτό όμως τώρα διεγείρει μια άλλη ερώτηση. Mara says that she agrees with you and it doesn't, because she did it also, it doesn't has a big difference, only the taste maybe, if you eat animal products. But if someone takes medicine, is it good to do it also?
That's a good question. I did some research on that. The thing is that if you're taking medicine, then you're maybe taking overdosing on your medicine, because it may come down in your urine and then again you're taking it. So maybe you might want to reduce the amount of medicine you're taking, so then you're not taking extra medicine, because it's coming out in your urine and then you're taking it again. So yeah, but you can take it if you're taking medicine. It's just that you may be overdosing on your medicine.
Perfect. No, I didn't know this. I didn't think about this basically. Now we have the answer. Okay, καταλάβατε τι είπε, γιατί αν κάποιος παίρνει φάρμακα και λοιπά, ότι... Okay. Σοφία, έχεις ερώτηση? Okay.
Με πηγαίνει και στο άλλο θέμα που θα ρωτούσα, ένα από τα υπόλοιπα. Αν ξέρει αυτό που μας απασχολεί, δηλαδή αν κάποιος δεν έχει καθόλου θηροειδή, αν παίρνει και παίρνει την θηροξίνη, και στη συγκεκριμένη περίπτωση εγώ παίρνω κάθε πρωί θηροξίνη, το οποίο είναι φάρμακο αλλά και δεν είναι μια ορμόνη, ας πούμε. Οπότε σε αυτή την περίπτωση τι κάνω? Άμα την παίρνω, ας πούμε, το πρωί και πιω τα ούρα της επόμενης μέρας το πρωί, που έχει περάσει 24ωρο μέχρι να την ξαναπάρω, τότε πιθανόν να έχει αποβληθεί από τον οργανισμό, γιατί θυμάμαι ότι όταν ήμουνα θύλαζα και έπαιρνα θηροξίνη, μου είχαν πει να το παίρνω και μετά από 12 ώρες να θυλάσω, που σημαίνει ότι αποβάλλεται. Εν πάση περιπτώσει, κατάλαβες τι πρέπει να ρωτήσεις.
Okay. Θα μπορούσες να το κάνεις δηλαδή το βράδυ και την επόμενη μέρα το πρωί, πριν πάρεις να το κάνεις 2 φορές στην ουσία. Okay.
Αποβάλλεται από τα ούρα, παιδιά. Αποβάλλει ο οργανισμός, το αποβάλλει από τα ούρα.
Ναι, απλά θέλουμε να ρωτήσουμε σε πόσες ώρες αυτό. Σοφία...
Βασικά, ξέρει και την περίπτωση τη δικιά μου, που δεν έχω καθόλου θηροειδή και παίρνω θηροξίνη.
Θεοδόρα, θες να το ρωτήσεις? Επειδή δεν έχει τον αδένα, το θηροειδή, και παίρνει θηροξίνη. Αν η Ράκη ξέρει, ας πούμε, κάτι πάνω σε αυτό και οτιδήποτε.
Yes. The question regards our friend here, Sophia, who doesn't have thyroid gland at all, and she has this hormone, thyroxine, in order to, to replace something. And the question is if by taking her urine in, say, once when is the best time to take the urine? I mean, is it good? Is it suggested that she takes it after, say, after it is after 12 hours or the next day? I mean, because if she has to take it every day, I mean, the question is, when is the most appropriate time to take the urine? Because then this hormone is in the urine as well. I mean, after she, I mean, if she goes to the toilet, her urine is filled with the
hormone.
With the hormone, yes.
How many times a day does she take the pill for her?
In the morning once, in the morning. Every day one.
They say the best time to drink your urine is your morning urine. So if you don't want to drink any other urine, the best urine to drink is your morning urine. because that is when you rest. When you rest, your body releases all these things that heals your body. So the best urine is the morning urine. It is the most potent. It is the strongest urine that you can take and the most beneficial for your health. So it's the morning urine. So maybe you can take the morning urine and then you can take your medicine.
Mhm.
And
And
if
also the question had another thing like that has to do with if you, Raki, know anything about this this problem with the thyroid gland. If someone doesn't have a thyroid, I mean, if you're familiar with this health issue.
Αν πρέπει να το διευκρινίσω λίγο, one moment please, Raki.
Hold on, yes.
Έχουμε ακούσει ότι κάποιοι που έχουν ένα μέρος του θηροειδή τον έχουν όλον και δεν λειτουργεί καλά και παίρνουν θυροξίνη, μέσω αυτής της διατροφής έχουν σταματήσει το χάπι. Τι γίνεται και δουλεύει καλά, δεν το χρειάζονται πια, γιατί γίνεται σωστά η λειτουργία, επαναλειτουργεί σωστά ο θηροειδής. Αλλά αν ξέρει κάποιον ο οποίος δεν έχει καθόλου αδένα και μέσω αυτής της διατροφής έχει σταματήσει και το χάπι.
Yeah, the question is, Raki, if you're familiar with this, I mean, if you are aware of someone not having at all the thyroid gland, if it is, I mean, likely to be helped by this nourishment.
That I don't know because the gland itself is not there. So I don't know if that would help, but it will never hurt to drink your own, any other, whatever else is going on, you know?
no.
But the gland itself is not there, so I don't know now how that would help. Yeah.
This is quite deep.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So you can share maybe something about something, let's say last for your sharing, from your sharing. Something inspirational that people can that will open the mind, our mind more through this process, through this all this process we do, because we don't do fasting and we don't do detox. We say it again. We don't do it for 21 days and we stop. It's something that is life-changing and we want to change our lifestyle. So what do you have about all this?
Question, are most people on the Pranic lifestyle, or is it just a 21 day, then people, like, what is people's I mean,
some of the people want to go deeper on this, are on the process of spiritual awakening and on this path, like yoga teachers and like you, and they're on this path, and some people is the first time they try something like this.
Okay. Well, all I can say is that if you continue on this path, it is going to change your life in ways that you probably won't even realize how it's going to change. You won't even be able to imagine it. First of all, you'll be able to manifest things very easily because you're on that frequency. So when you think about something and you want something, you'll probably be able to manifest that, you know, because you're in that frequency. You also will have a lot of spiritual experiences, different energies. You'll be able to be more sensitive because, you know, you've detoxed your body so much. So you're going to be able to be more sensitive to different energies. You'll be able to almost read people in a way that you weren't able to before. And almost you'll have like a, you know, like an aerial view over things because you'll be able to see things in a better, clearer way. And most importantly for me, it has changed my life in that, you know, the loved ones around me, you know, we don't always have the best relationships with maybe the people that are closest and nearest and dearest to us, right? And maybe those are the most difficult relationships to work on, because maybe there might be the most painful relationships because we've had so much history with the person, right? So one thing that is done is changed my relationships with those that are nearest and dearest to me, because when you change, everything around you changes. So your relationships improve, whatever you want in your life improves, everything just works out for the better. So that's one thing I can say, is that when you start changing, your world will also change. So.
Το καταλάβατε, παιδιά μου. Perfect.
Yeah.
Sorry, perhaps this is which is, should have been before, but Rakhi, before you leave this gathering, I would like to ask you, what was your real motivation to follow this path? I mean, because people are, I know you have been involved with yoga and spirituality and everything, but what specifically pushed you? What gave you the impulse to follow pranic living, which is so rare? I mean, it's for very few people, the first question. And if you think, what do you think about the kind of people who can follow this path? I mean, I know it's a very exceptional spiritual path, and what are somehow the qualities of a person, the qualifications of a person to be able to follow, to have, I mean, this call for this path? So the first thing, what was your motivation that attracted you to Pranic? And if it is for everybody. Obviously, okay, it's not for everybody, but I mean, for which people would be more appropriate to follow?
Well, what attracted me to the Pranic path is because, you know, we live in a world that is so toxic. So I was so into, you know, the air we breathe is toxic, the water we drink is toxic, the food is GMO. You know, it's like I felt like everything was so toxic that I was so concerned about, oh, am I eating organic? Am I having the right vitamins? This food doesn't have enough vitamins, I need to take these vitamins, I need to do that. So it was almost like an obsession. That was an obsession with trying to be as healthy as I can. And in this path, basically, you don't have to be that way. You can just let it go. So that all that obsession of that, it just goes away. So that whole thing of, oh, am I eating properly? Am I getting the right vitamins? Am I doing this? You don't have to worry about any of that. It all goes out the window. It's just gone.
Liberating, huh? So liberating.
It's the ultimate form of freedom. Because you're not tied and bound by anything. You are just a free person. And that was the thing that attracted me, because I wanted my freedom. Freedom from, oh, am I getting enough vitamin D? Am I getting enough vitamin B12? Or, you know, all this stuff that they tell you. And I don't have to be bound by that. I can just, I'm being nourished by the pranic energy around me. And I feel so liberated, you know? And so that is my motivation. It's like, wouldn't it be nice if I can live without food? I mean, isn't that something that binds us? I mean, we have to have breakfast, we have to have lunch, you have to have dinner. It's almost like you have this chain around you, and you have to cook, and you have to clean, and you have to shop, and you have to go to the bathroom. You have to do so many things because of food, right? And this is the ultimate freedom. It's like, I don't have to shop. I don't have to cook. I don't have to do anything. And I am nourished by this energy around me. I mean, what more of a liberation? I mean, that is the ultimate freedom. And I wanted that freedom in my life. And I wanted that. And I feel that I mean, when I'm around people that are like, okay, what are we going to have for breakfast? What are we going to have for lunch? You know, it is so, you can't think of anything. It's almost like this religion, like you have to be focused on it, you know? Now this is like liberating. You're free now. You can free to do what you want to do. You know, you have all this time. You don't have to sleep much. You don't have to cook. You don't have to clean. You don't have to shop. You don't have to do all that. You have so much time to yourself now. So that was my, I wanted that freedom. And that's what was my live. It wasn't for health reason. It wasn't for like, you know, I had a condition that I was working. It wasn't for any of that. It was for the ultimate form of liberation is what I wanted. Yeah.
And what about the other question? If it is, I mean, other people, about the other people, which type of people are appropriate, are suitable to follow the path?
I think anybody can do it. I feel like if I can do it, anybody can do it. You just have to have the determination and the will to want to do it, you know? But I think this is in grasp of everyone. The energy around us is changing. It's becoming easier for people to follow this path as it was like years ago. It might have been different, but the frequency of the earth is changing. And I think it's easier for people to do this. And I'm not saying that you can all of a sudden do it. It's a process. I've been on this for like I mean, I completed my 5 years. This is my 6th year going on this. And I have to tell you, if you want to follow like my path, you know, I have this whole YouTube channel that I have done from the beginning of my path until now, all my struggles, you know, all my ups and downs, the ebb and flow of going through this journey is there, but the rewards are also there. So, you know, I mean, ultimately, it's this addiction that we have to food that binds us and ties us. But as we continue on this journey, we can let go of that addiction to food. Because our body changes. As our body changes, we change. As we change, our mind changes. As our mind changes and we change, the people around us change. So everything just changes.
So you say that the most beneficial thing is this freedom you experience in terms of that you don't have to do this and that, and you can use your time accordingly. I mean, with your needs and the deepest, I mean, call from yourself. Huh?
And some people say, well, you know what? I love food. How can I give up food? But where you are now loving food is not the same person you're going to be. Like me, when the beginning, I'm not the same person as I am now, right? So some people say, I love food. I don't want to give up food. But as you continue on this path, the same food that you liked, you're not going to like. You don't resonate with that because you change. You know, your frequency changes. So you think of that food and it's like, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? So you're not that same person. You have changed. I don't know if that makes sense.
It makes sense. It's like when we give up smoking, say, or drinking, or a habit, then we can hardly imagine how we used to do that. I mean, I used to smoke, and I know what it is.
You tell a smoking person give up smoking, they're like, no, I want it. But as you start changing, you're not going to be attracted to the same thing. You're going to be changing, and that is not going to be attractive any longer to you. So don't think of yourself, oh my God, I'm giving up all this. It's like, it's a slow, gentle process. As you continue, slowly, you give things up.
From caterpillar to butterfly, like like Nicholas says all the time.
Yeah, right. But the thing is not to come out of a point of deprivation. You can't force this path. You cannot say, I'm going to do this. You can't be hard on yourself. It's only out of love and being gentle and being easy with yourself can you progress on this path. You can't whip yourself into getting into shape and say, I'm going to do this. No, it is slow, it is gentle, but slowly you get there. And you know, you change and your world changes and the people around you change. You may lose friends. You may lose people that, you know, because as you change, those friends are no longer going to be your friends because you don't vibrate any longer together. And to not be afraid that you're going to lose your friends because you're going to get friends that are more in alignment, more in resonance with you than before. So it's all, this whole process is a process of letting go. You let go of your weight, you let go of the food, you let go of the people you know around. It's all letting go, letting go, letting go. And to get to the true essence of who you are is what this path allows you to do.
Thanks a lot. And if Avalone, can I have one more question?
No, I have one question also. Small
Yeah.
question. It has to do about multiple sclerosis. If you know someone or if someone has this kind of ailment, I don't know how to say it, disease, is it good to try this process?
Yeah, definitely. Because the body will heal itself. As you start, when you say fasting, fine, you're not fasting, but what we know of as fasting, your body will heal itself when it doesn't have to deal with all the food. It will heal itself. Yeah. Because what we do is we bog our body down with, eating. So it has to go to the digestion is really hard on the body. We keep telling it to keep digesting. But when you say you don't have to digest it, then it can start working on other things, It's like if you have a house and then, you have this, you keep cleaning this area, you keep clean, but then that cupboard never gets clean, so this allows your body to clean that cupboard, that kind of analogy, like, clean a lot of the parts that didn't get a chance to clean because it doesn't have to worry about this other stuff. So it's giving your body a break to help and heal and clean itself.
Perfect. Yes, this is my opinion also, but I would like from you to share it. Ναι, Μάρα, μπορείς να πεις, γιατί μάλλον έχεις να πεις πάνω σε αυτό κάτι.
Yeah, just wanted to ask if you have such a disease or another disease that is so difficult in the beginning. For example, I have this disease that Apollonius mentioned, and I have also the disability, and I have muscles that don't work, etc., etc. So my question is, and my fear is, in the beginning, because I do believe in this process in long terms, but in the beginning that your body is weak and has, there are things that doesn't have, and the things that cannot do well. What would be an appropriate and non-dangerous way to proceed?
It's a very good question. So, since you guys are on liquids, continue to be on liquids. So you can have soups, so the same thing you're having in terms of, you're having your vegetables or whatever, you just make it into a soup form, and whatever fruits you're having, whatever, you can just make it into a smoothie form, so you continue to stay on liquids and you're nourishing your body that way. And then slowly your body will start changing. And so that's how you're nourishing yourself. So it doesn't mean that you have to be weak and that, but you can continue to take that, but just in a liquid form to make it easy for your body to digest it.
And slowly the body wants a lighter and lighter without forcing. We just need to stay on liquids. Consistency on liquids. Also,
Just if you stay on liquids and your body will say, oh, that's too heavy. But that you don't have to worry. Maybe take a year for your body to say, oh, that's too heavy. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be like tomorrow it's going to say it's too heavy. Maybe it'll take you 2 years to say it's too heavy. But at least you're on liquids and your body will start. Even if you're just on liquids, if you're on soups or smoothies, your body will still heal itself.
In a faster way than solid food.
Yes. And in between, you can throw in dry fasting. When I started, you do once a week dry fasting.
I'm doing this every week, 30 hours nearly every week for sure.
Yeah. So once a week, do like a 24-hour, 36-hour dry fast. And that is a really quick way to also start healing your body, is to do the dry fast.
Ξηρασία δηλαδή. Αποχή από υγρά και στερεά. Ναι, I will make this proposal here to our people to do this days now.
feel, okay, so one thing I want to say is that when we start on this journey, pretend like, I try to make the analogy because I started like, so I make this analogy to running. Say you're a runner, right? So you do this path and then you're a runner. So you just run for a little bit and then you say, okay, now I'm a runner. I don't have to do anything. No, you have to keep practicing. You have to keep running. You have to keep improving your timing to keep doing it, right? So how do you do that on the breatharian path? You have to do your air feasting, which also known as dry fasting, once a week. I do dry fasting once a week. I do, I call it air feasting. I do air feasting once a week. I do air feasting in 3.5 day air feasting once a quarter, So that is to keep it up, because your body keeps changing as you keep doing the air feasting. So it's like running a marathon and it's like being in the best shape you can be as a runner, you have to keep practicing. This is the way that you keep practicing, keep doing it.
How often you do this 3-day air feasting? How often?
3.5 days. I do it once a quarter, once in 3 months.
Thank you.
What is air feasting? What is air feasting?
Εξηρασία.
Ah,
Air feasting is parting with air. We nourished by air. Just stay with breathing.
So you're feasting on air. It changes your mindset from deprivation, like, oh, you're fasting, like, oh my God, to you're feasting, you're having so much air,
So here we have to mention that the most important on this path is to change our mindset and to start connecting with this energy and say, I'm feeding from air. We have to connect with this, so to absorb the energy, and don't think that I'm fasting now and I'm losing something. The mind is very important to this.
Feel yourself, like when I do meditation, feel there's energy all around us. Feel the energy coming and nourishing you, Maybe you might feel in the beginning that it's silly, but just feel this energy that's all around you. Feel the energy coming inside your body, nourishing you. Feel the energy around you, nourishing you. And as you start feeling, your mind is very powerful. So as you start feeling it, over time, you maybe now even you can even feel the energy coming into your body. And if you're not, maybe over time, you will feel that energy coming into your body and nourishing you. So it is a very important practice to do, to just visualize that this energy is coming and nourishing you, that you're taken care of, you're being nourished. You don't need actual physical food to nourish you.
You have answered my question. You have answered my question, which was about what additionally one should do in order to feel that he is fed by energy. I mean, is it a special meditation practice or just to be aware that we are nourished by prana without doing something specific? I mean, because I personally find it very helpful when I am sitting quietly and I breathe through all my body and I visualize the energy. I think this is very helpful, especially to do it first thing in the morning, first thing to do in the morning. For me, it works perfectly.
You can do it first thing in the morning. You can, if you're an evening person or night person, you can do it anytime. But and you can do it several times a day. But just visualize yourself being nourished by this energy that's all around us, that's supporting us, and it's just there. It's there, and you're changing your frequency so you could match your energy to the energy that's around you, so it can actually nourish you. So just feel it and know that it's nourishing you. And your mind is like you said, it's very powerful. So that's all. You just have to just breathe and do a lot of deep breathing. I don't know if you guys know the 4 yogic breathing. You can do abdomen breathing. Just breathe and relax yourself and calm yourself down and feel the energy coming in. And when you breathe, when you inhale, your abdomen should come out. And when you exhale, it should go in. Sometimes you do the opposite breathing. But when you inhale, think of your abdomen going out. Okay? And then when you exhale, it goes in. And so that's like deep breathing. And then once you relax and calm your mind down, and then you just feel the energy coming into your body. You can feel it coming in through your crown chakra, or you can just feel it coming in through your skin, through your pores. So however you want to feel it, you can feel it. But just feel that you are nourished, and this energy around you is taking care of you, and you're helping it by doing your liquid fasting that you guys are doing, or liquid consumption that you guys are doing. That this is all part of the process of getting to the higher state of consciousness that I think people are seeking, and clearing our bodies and cleaning ourselves and taking care of our health. And as we change the world. And the world, we look outside and say, oh my God, all that's happening. But if we look inside, I mean, if we start changing ourselves, then the world will also start changing. So yeah. Any other questions?
Απολλώνη, μπορείς να κάνεις μια ερώτηση?
Ναι.
Γιατί δεν μπορώ να την εκφράσω εγώ στα αγγλικά καλά.
Ή εγώ ή η Θεοδόρα, ναι.
Ναι. Απλά ήθελα να τη ρωτήσω. Hello.
Raki.
You are so beautiful. Thank you for this meeting today. Θέλω να ρωτήσω, όταν άρχισε αυτό το μονοπάτι, πώς την αντιμετώπισαν οι δικοί της άνθρωποι, η οικογένειά της, οι φίλοι της, οι εργαζόμενοι, οι συναδέλφοι της? Αυτό ήθελα να ρωτήσω, οι σχέσεις με τους ανθρώπους. Πώς την δέχτηκαν? Πώς αντιμετώπισε αυτό?
The question comes from Nicoletta and our friend here, and the question is, how did other people around you, like family, like friends or relationships, working environment? I know you don't have anyone working environment, but in case you had once, how did they deal with this? How did they cope with you?
Yeah, it's not easy if you start telling people that, because when you start on this path, like for me, I lost a lot of weight and I became very skinny. I just became like skin and bones. And so, it's very obvious. People look at me like, we're looking at me like, what happened to you? Why are you doing this to yourself? And, so they think you've lost your mind and you've gone crazy. So one way I dealt with it is I left the city I was in, and I went somewhere else, because I didn't want to be around the people who knew me. Not everyone would do that, but I had the luxury to do that. So I left for a couple of months, and wherever I went, they didn't know me from the past. They knew me as I was, and they thought I was normal. I was just thin, but they didn't think there was anything wrong. But the people that knew me earlier, they thought there was something wrong, but I didn't want to be around those people because they were bringing me down, So it's not easy. Yeah. You have to be really strong inside and have to say, okay, I'm going to do this. And it is not easy, because your coworkers are going to say things. You have to have the conviction within your heart to be able to do it, because luckily my family wasn't very hard on me. My mom is like, okay, whatever. Right now she's like, okay, whatever, And I told her about all this, but she was like, she doesn't really, but she's not too hard on me. And I lost some friends, and, it's okay. Your body, you're changing for the best. And what happens is, even though you may lose weight and, you may lose hair, your skin may sag, your skin may, my stomach started, the skin on my stomach started hanging, and, all kinds of stuff started happening. But then over time, it stabilizes, and you gain your weight back, and, your skin becomes better, and everything becomes better. And so it's like going through a hard time, but at the end is a bright light at the end. You just have to hold on to it.
Yes. By the way, Raki, I would like to ask you if you found some kind of workout more helpful for you to gain your mass weight, and if you did something like running or workout in the gym or yoga practice, because when we lose weight, then we have apparently we have this problem with, all these side effects, with mass.
Well,
And
I lost weight was I was on this path and I said, oh my God, I'm not getting enough. So this was my mindset. Oh my
yeah,
God, I'm not getting enough nourishment. Oh my God, if I work out, I'll get really tired. Okay, I won't do anything. I'll just have juice and I won't work out. I won't go to the gym. I won't do anything because I don't know if I'm getting enough nourishment, right? So as I started doing that, what happened was I became really thin. I lost all my muscle mass. I lost everything.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So my recommendation is not to do that. my,
Okay, on the first place, yes. Mm-hmm.
my recommendation is go to the gym. You just do whatever it is that you can do. Go to the gym, go do yoga, whatever you resonate with, do that. And, I used to have knee pains a lot. And on my path, I stopped having any knee pains. And then I started running. So I did a 10K marathon, then I did a 21K marathon, and I started doing all that. And, your body will do it. If you do it, your body will do it. If you say, okay, I can do it, your body can do it. So mindset. My mindset
Yeah.
was, oh, and then my body became, oh, like that.
The body follows the mind.
Yeah.
And something else να συμπληρώσω is that
Complete.
to complete is that from the Taoist perception and philosophy, from the Taoism, from China, Chinese philosophy and perspective, when we don't eat solid food or when we don't even drink, it's not that we stopped nourished, it's that we changed the form, the energy we take inside. We just don't take solid food, but we take prana, we take energy. It's different food, let's say different food, different type of nourishment. This is the difference, because the Taoists do this only with Qigong and Tai Chi. They stop eating only from this practice because they open the energy channels in the body.
Yeah. So keep in mind, you're always nourished. Whether you're having food, you're nourished. Or if you're not having food, you're nourished. You're just nourished by different things. Either you're nourished by food or you're nourished by the pranic energy, but nourishment is there.
Yeah. I love you.
Wait, it's just your body is stabilizing. It's going through its thing, So.
Να ρωτήσω κάτι εγώ.
Ναι.
Υπάρχει πρόβλημα με τα δόντια, ας πούμε, εγώ που έχω γέφυρες. Αν είμαστε μόνο στα υγρά, ναι.
Urotherapia. She says if we have problem with our teeth, she has bridges, how we say it, στα αγγλικά ότι οι γέφυρες πώς το λέμε, bridge, το θέμα αυτό με τα δόντια.
Θέμα δόντια πες, πρόσθετα.
She has some problems with her teeth. She put something on her teeth. So is it good to stay on liquids or she...
What problem is she having with her teeth?
Πώς λέγονται τώρα αυτά, πώς να το πούμε.
I have other teeth.
Cavities.
She doesn't have her
I don't have my mind teeth.
She has a fake thing, a fake teeth, fake teeth.
Oh. So there's no problem with being on liquids.
Γιατί άκουσα ότι μπορούν να ξαναβγούνε κιόλας.
Because she heard that new teeth may grow. Like Victor happened this with teeth, or through dry fasting, maybe through air feasting, or through very cleansed process. Right.
Well, I don't know if you need to worry about that now. If that is a problem, maybe I don't know, maybe years down the line. But I don't think that's something that should be of concern. If to be on liquids, I think anyone who wants to be can be on liquids and be on this path. So I don't think that should be a concern.
Τέλεια.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Raki,
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Well.
can we stay for 2 minutes in silence all together
Mm.
to absorb the energy and to calm down and to bring everything inside?
Mm-hmm.
Just
As
to,
minutes in silence, let's see if we can do belly breathing.
yeah.
In, out. So let's see if we can do some deep breathing as we're in 2 minutes of silence.
Να πάρουμε εισπνοή χαμηλά στην κοιλιά, εισπνοή, εκπνοή, αργή εκπνοή. And let the energy calm down. Να ηρεμήσει το σώμα μας. Με ένα ελαφρύ χαμόγελο, with a slight smile on our face. We can send our awareness around our body, on the energy around us. And with every breathing, we inhale prana, energy, ethera. And allow this energy and these kind of connections with people like us here be our true nourishment. And slowly, slowly we can open our eyes and return here and now to the only reality. Raki, I'm very grateful that you are here together with us and for the sharing. I will send you this recording to keep it. And if we say something, now we'll do our own sharing. If you want, of course you can stay, but you don't have to stay now because we continue for another hour.
It's already 11 o'clock here at
Yes.
night. So I know it's 10 o'clock. It's already late for you guys as well, but it's 11 here. So I'll go, but I wish you all the best in your journey. And so thankful for inviting me here. Thank you so much. And I wish you guys all the best. If you have any questions or anything, you can always contact me. If you want to know my journey and my path, I have a YouTube channel, Breatharian Yogini on YouTube. So you can see my journey as I've been on the journey, all my urine therapy, all the stuff that I've been talking about. So you can see that. And if you have any questions, you can always contact me. I'm always here for you guys. So I wish you guys all the best. And thank you so much for having me here. So much gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. Best of luck for everything, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Rakhi, and farewell, and see you soon, I hope.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.